What's up, CHFFL? Welcome to week 3 of the 2021 season. We're going to recap an interesting week 2, and before getting into some very good matchups that we have coming up this week. So, week 2, I went 3-3 with my predictions. We had a couple of surprises, bringing me to 8-4 on the season. Team of the week, not a surprise. Swan yet again, back-to-back. He also won the game of the week against Grant, which was an excellent game, as expected. Parker scored under 100, that was one of the big surprises, and Marty goes to 2-0, and it looks like he could possibly go to 3-0, a team to watch going forward. On the waiver wire this week wasn't particularly interesting. Max and Bet spent $31 on Cordero Patterson, hoping that the Falcons can do something and that he can do something. The next highest bid was $9, if I have correct. Minnie picked up J.D. McKissick to add a little bit of flex depth with Antonio Brown going down. And that was really it. So let's get into the matchups this week. In the Chappelle Show, no interleague play this week. We have Wayne Brady versus Tyrone Bigum's Crack Stars. Looks like no Dalvin Cook. He's questionable, and I think the word is that he's not going to play for Bannis. That makes this game closer than you would expect it to be. Possibly very close. For JD, the question is, can Tom Brady... I'm not saying he's going to slow down or fall off a cliff, but he's scoring about 30 points a game, throwing 4 or 5 touchdowns a game. Can he keep up that pace? I'm taking Bannis, but this is a shakier matchup. If you asked me before the season started who would win between Bannis and JD, I wouldn't think it would be close. This should be close. Going on to Clayton Bigsy's Tricksters versus Ashy Larry's Snake Eyes. Swan is beaten up right now. Christian McCaffrey only gets 5 points before exiting Thursday's game with a hamstring injury. Josh Jacobs still out. Darrell Henderson is injured. I'm not sure if we have a definitive on whether he is going to play or not, but right now he's on Swan's bench. Marty, though, is at full strength. Melvin Gordon and DK Metcalf have good matchups this week. I'm taking Marty to get the sneaky upset here. I think Swan is still the best team in the league, and these injuries don't look like they're going to hold him up for too long. But Marty's team is actually pretty good, and I think he can pull it out this week. Last game in the Chappelle Show conference, we got Rick James Couch versus Silky Johnson. As said previously, Antonio Brown out for Minnie, but his team has been looking better than expected in terms of points. He's in the top half of the league. This could be a potential feast week, though, for Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett again, like week 1. I think they play Minnesota. Very good matchup for them. And Alexander Madison with Dalvin Cook probably out. Grant's going to sneak him into the flex spot and get a starting running back. I'm taking Grant. I think this is just a tough matchup for Minnie. Minnie's team could potentially be a 2-1 team based on how they've done to this point. But I think they're going to start 0-3. Moving over to the Faculty Lounge Conference, we have Mark's Poppin' to the Moon versus Derek and my Clip Game champions. Sorry, there is a B, and I have a great phobia of bees, and okay, we're going to power through this. We have Mark's Poppin' to the Moon versus Derek and my Clip Game champions. Is this finally the week for Saquon Barkley against the lowly Atlanta Falcons? I think Barkley's going to go off this week. Derek and T. Higgins looks like he's probably not going to play. We have to wait for that ruling of him being out before we can make our roster moves and hope that OBJ can be the savior of our season at the receiver spot. We're stacked at running back. We can make a move, but we got to be really careful because I'm predicting Mark to win this game, and we're going to start 0-3. We can't let this get out of hand, or this season's going to be lost from us. Moving on to Chuck Taylor's Shamalamas versus Wicker's Knickers. Parker sacks Joe Burrow, sends him to the waiver wire, picks up and is starting Danny Dimes. I like that. I like Danny Dimes this season. I've never lost faith in him as a fantasy quarterback. I have him in my other 2 leagues. Max is starting Cordero Patterson. That's reason enough to pick Pa. I think Pa is out for vengeance. He's probably pretty mad after having a really down week, after kind of bragging week 1. I think he comes back and possibly is the team of the week this week. Finally, we have the game of the week, which I love this one. Miss Neeson's Cookies Stan versus Wes's Genie's Bunch of Good Boys. Battle of the 2-0s in the Faculty Lounge Conference. DJ Moore scores 20 points on Thursday. Derrick Henry, of course, obliterated my team last week, and there's no reason to think he'll ever slow down. For Wes, where is Alvin Kamara? Didn't even get 10 carries, I don't think, last week, and the Saints offense can't really seem to figure things out. He's going to need Kamara to perform, though. He's not very deep at running back. And can Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill carry him over Stan's team that looks better front to bottom? I think yes. I'm taking Wes. It's definitely an upset pick. Stan should, by all measure, win this week. But I think Wes has better defense matchup this week. Mahomes at quarterback, Hawkinson at tight end. The smaller positions are going to pull through and give him a win. Either way, should be a great one to watch. Look forward to all the games this week. Best of luck to everybody. I'll see you in week 4. Bye.